What's good, y'all? How are y'all feeling? Welcome into another edition of the Designer Lounge. It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy as always, man. I'm chilling. I'm sitting here watching this shellacking finish out that the Minnesota Timberwolves are taking. My God. But the topic on today's episode of the Designer Lounge is something that a lot of content creators go through. I know because they've told me. And it is something a lot of people say that it is a struggle to kind of deal with, stuff like that. As always, appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. This one is actually public on the YouTube side. Probably do about once a month that's public on the YouTube side, but we do this show every single week. We're getting back to it. Every single week over on the Patreon side. So tap in with us on Patreon. If you have not done so, it's still under the Windy City Breeze. We haven't changed anything over. Appreciate everybody who's been supporting over there. This is an interesting episode, though, because, of course, questions, welcome. Drop them in the chat. This is kind of about, and I think this applies to everything. But as a content creator, of course, I direct it in the space that I'm in, right? And I titled it, "When Life is Good, but Your Brain Tells You That It Is Not." I think a lot of creative people deal with this. And it is a very interesting. You dig. Sit back, pour yourself a drink. I got one right here. Got some more on the side. Yeah, I mean, Jay Capone Don in the building said, "I'm a content creator myself, Pat. I appreciate you rocking with me on that, my guy." This is such an interesting topic to me, dog, because it's something that I deal with on a yearly basis. It's something that I deal with almost on a daily basis. And I don't think it's fixable, which is probably the part that sucks the most, right? And this is, to me, the what I call the chase. That's nasty. Jokic just effed up. I'm still watching. I'm still watching the game, but they down 25. It's over. But Jokic just effed up Anthony Edwards. But it's what I call the chase. And the chase sucks for content creators. The chase is that feeling that you're doing enough. And I think that, and I'll take this outside of content creators. I believe that most men deal with this. I believe that most people who are the provider for their family, it don't have to just be men. I think that most people who are the provider for their family deal with this. V-Dog, what's good, baby? To where the chase to me is, I would say about 85% of my life, I feel like I'm failing. 85%. Think about how much of that is. 85% of the time that I'm doing what I'm doing, I feel like I am not doing enough. Why? One, because I'm a very competitive person. And so, right, me being on the breeze, I see shows like CHGO, I see Chicago Bears and Bull Central. And it's not unhealthy competition. I love all of those shows. I think that, that they do an excellent job. There's a reason they have audiences, blah, blah, blah. I see 670 to score. I see all of these muds, and I see my competition. And none of it is hate or anything. But 85% of the time, I feel like I'm behind the eight ball. 10% of the time, I believe that I'm doing enough. Now you got to think about this. How I work, how everything I do. Y'all see me. I'm always on here. I'm always dropping videos. I'm always doing 10% of the time. I feel like I'm doing enough. That's now 95% of my life where a part of it, I'm meeting expectations, right? And then there's 5% where I feel like, hey, I'm killing it. They can't tell me nothing. I'm out here doing the game. I'm out here. But do you understand 5%? The 5% is so fast. It's so fast. It's legitimately Boom, something hit. Here we go. They can't, I'm dominating. We cooking. Boom, we hit 30K. Here we go. Now we're done. Now we're back to, now we got to get to it. Now we got to figure out how to get to it. Now we got to figure out how to attack it. And that's why I titled this one, When You're Doing Okay, but Your Brain Tells You You're Not. Because you almost have to debate with yourself. At least I do. This is what I do. Sonny in this month, he said, new to content creator myself. Only been on it since August. Have 4 different shows and still feel like I'm not working hard enough. That means you're going to be successful, Sonny, 100%. 100%. I mean, now, I haven't seen your shows. I don't know what you do. But that mindset, that work ethic usually leads to people being successful. When you're sitting there, though, and you're trying to be okay with what you're doing and you can't, you almost have to lie to yourself. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. I'm going through a very, very tough time mentally because I'm not doing bad. I'm not sitting here crying poor. I'm not sitting here crying broke. I'm not sitting here telling you that, oh my God, woe is me. I got nothing. It's over. I live in a nice house. I have a beautiful daughter. I got 2 dogs. I got 2 cars. Everything's paid for. I've been able to pay for it doing this. Yeah, I mean, I put things in perspective for myself. I'm doing fine. But what happens is I have to tell myself that. And that's the hardest part to me of some of the lows that you go through as a content creator. And everybody doesn't understand this, and everybody won't get this, and everybody doesn't feel this way. But there are so many times where in my life I go, dog, you are not doing good. And I literally have to look around, stop, count my blessings, and say, yes, you are. Because see, your brain will tell you that you're not doing enough. Why? Because some bill popped up. And not to say these things aren't important, but let's be real, right? A bill popped up, something unexpected you had to pay popped up, something you didn't think was going to go. Things didn't go exactly perfect in your life for 35 seconds. So now all of a sudden you suck. You know what the most recent thing is for me? And this is why on the Designer Lounge, we get vulnerable, which is usually why I drink. Because these are my therapy sessions. The newest thing for me has been when the channel got so the Breeze ends up no money, nothing coming from it. Still don't have money. Still no money coming from the Breeze. Haven't added new sponsors. Still trying to make that work. Blah, blah, blah. It's almost as if YouTube, well, no, let me say this. I made a decision to move where we were making our content from to try and recoup some of the money because we had bills to pay, all that stuff. So we went to Patreon. We still posted on YouTube, but we didn't do that for basically a month. We changed up how we were posting stuff like that. So what that does is that takes you out of the algorithm. That takes you out of where YouTube feels like you're supposed to be, because all of a sudden they're like, yo, this dude used to be on here daily. He was cooking and now he's gone. So we went from getting videos that were doing 10, 11, 12,000 on videos that I was like, yo, I don't even know what the heck is going on. So now we're doing like, 2, 3, still good views, still doing good content, still putting good content out. We're still doing a daily show on there. But I'm an analytics whore. You know what I'm saying? I am an analytics trollop. So I'm like, okay, is YouTube pushing my content? How many people is YouTube pushing my videos to? So when I see YouTube, right, when I used to get my video pushed to 40, 50,000 people, and I'd have a click-through rate of 10, right, you're doing really good. Versus now, right, it's getting pushed out to 10 to 12,000 people, still a click-through rate of 10. Nothing changed about how people like my content or absorb my content. They're just not getting my content. And so what that does to me is, in my brain, I go, oh, Pat, something you're doing is wrong. Has nothing to do with YouTube. It's you. You're falling behind. You're failing. And now I've got a team with me. I've got people that are rocking with me. I got people that are relying on me. I got people that do. But realistically speaking, y'all see the channel. Y'all see the growth. Y'all see how people are rocking with us. Y'all see how you guys are supporting us. You guys are watching the content, all of that stuff. And so it's not the case, right? But your brain will tell you that it is. And this is what I want new content creators to understand. This is what I want people who are getting up, because here's the thing. I wasn't always a content creator. For those of y'all that don't know the story, I got the channel. I got the video on this channel. I was an electrician. These feelings are the same no matter what you do. I used to feel like I was failing because I couldn't comprehend what people were picking up quicker than me. I'd sit there and I'd be looking at it. I'd be like, you got to explain this again, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not getting it. Or put me with somebody or show me or have somebody. I'm not understanding what the heck you're telling me right now. And then it'd be like it got to a point where, and this is what I don't want people to do. And this is why I have learned how to kind of cope with a lot of stuff, dilly. I've learned how to cope with so many things where I accepted being the screw up. I accepted for probably years, dog, on my electrical job. I know why they kept me. And this is facts on your job too. And this does help. So don't be a douchebag to people, right? When you're the funny guy, people want you around. I'm Pat the designer at work. When I come home, I'm Pat. Yeah, I'm Patrick, Pat Moranzoni. I'm whatever Maya calls me, Pooh. Yeah, I mean, all of that. But when I used to go to work, when I used to get up to do, to go to my job, I went to my job basically saying, go there, be funny, try not to screw up. But you're going to screw up, and that's what happens. I accepted the screw up job. I accepted the screw up position. I accepted being the dude that, hey, yo, yeah, my bad. That's on me. Yeah, I mean, here we go again. But I was funny. I was cool. I would work hard. I would try to fix it. I would do things. But I accepted so much that wasn't true about me. And I had people tell me, dog, you're smarter than this. What the heck is going on with you? What's up with this? I mean, you're smarter than this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't go to a point. My point in all of this is don't allow yourself to get to a point where it's okay to be the dude that's not the person you want to be. And that's hard because the other option is where I'm at now. I don't screw up at content. I'm good at it. I believe that. I believe that when I make my videos, I like whether people love me or hate me, they will talk. And that I can deal with. If they don't talk, that's the problem, right? And that's what people need to understand about content creation. Stop worrying about if people disagree with you. Stop worrying about, oh, I hate. If somebody's willing to tweet you, I hate you, they're watching. If somebody's willing to sit there and comment on your video, you suck, they're watching. You know how many people I got from the freaking Justin Fields stance that are still trying to sit here and talk about my viewpoint of Justin Fields, my viewpoint of Justin Fields and how he was done. You know how many people are sitting there and they're just like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? Like somebody was in the comments today talking about it. We own Caleb Williams. We're past all that. And so my thing is like, when if you're the kind of person that is willing to sit there and get up and go to work, record videos if that's your job or if that's your dream, whatever your dream is, write songs, make clothing, make whatever your dream is. If you're that kind of person, Make sure that you learn the tool of putting things into perspective. That's the most important tool. Out of anything you can do, that is the most freaking important tool that you can have. Put it in perspective. Perspective is everything. Now, it's probably going to take therapy to fix how you feel. Because I don't even know if it's fixable, dog. Maybe it is. Maybe I need to go to therapy. Maybe that, yeah, I mean, but I don't know if that feeling is fixable of, yo, you're failing right now, dog. No, you're not. But you're failing right now. But you're doing really well. But you're failing right now. But I don't know if that's fixable, right? But what I do know is that standing in the same spot or accepting failure or accepting being the screw up guy or whatever it is, I do know that gets you nowhere. That got me nowhere in my electrical career. You know, the only thing I realized from being the screw up guy at work, they don't fire the screw up guy if he's cool people. They absolutely do personality hires. And it's a fun job. You know what I mean? Like, I went to work. I had a good time. I cracked jokes with my guys. But then, like, when people are relying on you, you can't be that guy. And that's when those feelings still come back out. They can't rely on you to do your job the right way. Why? Because you don't believe that you can do your job the right way. Shout out to some of the comments in here, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, man. I'm just in here chilling, vibing, you know what I'm saying? I feel you. Actually, I'm going to switch this up. What we got up in here? Shout out V-Dog. Let's go news. Let's go a little newsy with it. V-Dog, I like the newsy comment. I feel you. The sports landscape is much different. A lot of sports creators always got to stay on their phone and keep updated on current news topics of the day. It's a lot more focused nowadays. And you know what? Here's the thing, V. I'm not. That's a good comment. And I think in the beginning you do. I think you have to always be on the current news and stuff like that. The goal is to work yourself to a point where you don't have to feel like you're doing that 24/7, right? That's the goal. But it takes time. And that's a part of the job. That's a part of you doing you. You know what I mean? Like, listen, beat reporters, what do beat reporters do? What does Adam Schefter do? What does freaking Sham Charania do? When do you think their phone is not by them? Especially during the season. When do you think they're not on their phone? They're not talking. They're not doing. That's just content creation as far as being a sports content creator. I'm fine with that. Jay Capone the Don. I do reels on Instagram and I be trying to tell myself, be patient, LOL. Jay Capone, let me tell you this right now. This is the best piece of advice that I give to every content creator. And listen to me closely because I think that it is if I don't know how Reels pays. My wife makes good money off them. I don't know how Reels pays though for everybody, or depending on what you do. Don't worry about the time, because I want you to notice something. Starting now, $10 seconds just passed. There's nothing I could do to stop it. There's nothing I could do to slow it. Time passes anyway. Don't worry about the time that something takes. Time is an unstoppable force. What does time do? Age us. We all got 10 seconds older right there. Yeah, I mean, we all lost 10 seconds of our lives waiting for me with my finger up like that. Yeah, I mean, like, but there's nothing you can do about it. Time is time. And so you might as well go out and do what you want to do anyway, because there's nothing you can do about time. So don't worry about how long it takes. Who cares how long it takes? Who cares? You think I wouldn't want to see the breeze right now with 200 million subscribers? Or the ESPN show where now I'm on TV every day. You think I wouldn't want to see that? It's not my time yet. Right now, my time is to get up, go to work, and try and keep moving forward. That's what that is. You know what I mean? Don't worry about time, dog. Time gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Sonny said the video of how you went from an electrician to ESPN was inspirational, man. DM'd you right after watching it. It got me keeping on what I'm doing. 8 months later, I just got locked on the line. Oh, you on the Locked On fam, fo? Let's go. We linking. We got a link. We got a link, my boy. We got a link. Locked On the line. I love that. I love that. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. And don't take that for granted. Don't feel like, oh, it's just this little show. No, it's not. That's you with your audience, with your people. That's you with your people. Do not take that for granted. That's amazing. That's why, and you know what it is so often? And this is why, like, and I want you, Sonny, you said you rock with me, stuff like that. So if you could take anything from this, and I'm not sitting here telling you that I got all the answers, but you know why stuff irritates me so much when it's like, when I'm not getting the views, when I'm not reaching the people how I want to reach them, blah, blah, blah. It has nothing to do with views. Kind of. Let me take that back. Yes, it does. It has something to do with views. But it more so has to do with, am I letting down people who watched my show and said, I'm going to subscribe, I like this guy? Because in my mind, it's like, did I get them the content? How did they not get the content? Why didn't they get the content? What do I have to do to get them the content? And I can't beat YouTube. I could care less if millions of people watch my stuff. What irritates me is that the 30,000 people I have subscribed, and who knows if all 30,000 is still on YouTube, whatever it is. But the 31,000 people that I have subscribed to my channel, I want them to get the content. I just want, you can choose to say yes or no. But on every video, I wanted to say that it was sent out to 31,000 people, minimum. Honestly, that's my goal. Because if you choose to click on it or not, that's up to you. Right? You can put out everything that you want. There's nothing you can't put out. But they choose whether they want to see it or not. That's different. They choose whether they want to watch it or not. And that's what makes it hard. Pause. That's crazy. Because for me, right, my failure doesn't come from not having 30,000 views of video. My failure in my mind comes from you didn't get it to the people that chose to want to watch you. It has nothing to do with me. But again, your mind will tell you certain things that you kind of just got to go, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I know that this is not this way, but it feels this way. So if it feels this way, it is this way. It's not the case. And so one thing that I do, and if you take this from me, and you utilize this in your life, you know what I mean, your day to day, cook. You know what I mean? I wake up every day and I have to put my life in perspective. I have to tell myself, you're living your dream. I have to tell myself the you of 5 years ago would be crying right now. I have to tell myself that you're not underachieving. You just haven't figured out what the key is to the next door. But there's a lot of doors back there that you opened up. And that's a lot to say. It says a lot. And it makes me feel proud about what I've done and who I am. That makes me feel proud about how far I've come. That makes me feel proud about what I can accomplish, what I can do. And that's why, listen, I'm not the emotional guy. I'm not I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I'm a very, very I don't even know if blue collar is the word. I'm a construction worker, my G. You know what I mean? I'm the dude that like shows up. I'm like, yo, is my man's crying right now? Yeah, I mean, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I can care less about like why I don't have the like I need a hug right now. I'm not the hey, bring it in right now. Yeah, I mean, that's not me. I don't know how to comfort people in moments like that. But what I do want the designer lounge to be and what it has become and why I brought my wife on the second episode. If you guys didn't see that, that's over on the Patreon side. Why I do want to do stuff like this is because even if I'm helping out one person, I don't care if it's 100 people in here. I don't care if it's 200 people in here. I don't care if it's 300 people in here. I could care less. I don't care if it's 30 people, 5 people, it's 2 people. One, this is me getting a lot of the experiences that I've had off of my chest. And 2, if it helps one person become successful, god dang it, let's go. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, listen, I have, so there's so much stuff coming with the breeze. And one thing that I am looking to do, of course, pay my guys, which is already in the works. But the one thing I'm looking to do is add people that you didn't go to school for this. You ain't see. Yeah, I mean, I want people that came up like me. I like listen. A college grad is great, but a college grad expects like, hey, I went to college. I want to be compensated for my time in college. I want hard workers. I want people that's gonna get up every day and say, hey, here we go. And so the positions I posted on Twitter that I want to add, uh, um, I believe we have our social media manager filled. Um, Very talented young lady that we're looking to bring on, and I believe that is going to happen. So there'll be some announcements coming your way. Um, but by the end of this year, I want to have a BTS videographer, and that's not just for the breeze. I want that to be, yo, I'm at ESPN, I need BTS content. I'm at BTS behind the scenes. I'm at ESPN, I need BTS content. So but somebody that don't already do this. Somebody that's like, yo, I want to pick up a camera and make this work. I don't know what I can do with this camera, but I want to pick up a camera and I want to make this work. Bet. Let's go. And then I want to get a video editor. And I'm dog, when I tell you I'm getting hit up by so many people, and it's just like, okay, what do you do though? Oh, I've been doing this for 65 years. Like, all right, cool. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Appreciate you taking your time out. What do you add value wise? Are you gonna be a part of the family? Are you coming to Monopoly nights? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But no, it's just I want to give people the chance that I had. Danny said this. We were talking to a group of students at Soldier Field, which was a really cool experience. And they're sitting there asking me questions. They college kids. They sitting there like doing this in their career. They asking me questions that I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. They're like, so when you sent in your reel, I thought they was talking about Instagram reels. I swear to God, I had no idea that like there's tapes of you basically doing fake radio shows that you have to send to radio stations. No clue. Absolute zero clue. They asking me in-depth questions. I'm like, I don't know what the heck is talking about. I'm looking at Danny. I'm like, what the heck is a reel, dog? What is that? Is it Instagram? Is that no? Okay. But as I was talking to them, I got kind of the opportunity to really get a perspective on kind of what my journey is from other people looking at me. Because Danny said something I thought really hit. Danny Zetterman, head of content at Good Karma Brands, phenomenal person. One of the people that I think is the most important to that company's success. He said, don't view Pat as the example, view him as the exception. And a lot of people would have taken that and been like, oh, you can't find this path. This is not a normal path. You have to be, this is a gifted path, right? But I looked at it and I said, listen, that means that I had to be exceptional enough for him to look at me. I had to be on a level that was not the norm, that was not the main road, that was not the road that most people travel to get there, that was not the normal path, that is not how people get there. I had to be so exceptional on that road that when I sent him what I was doing, he looked at me and said, I'm going to give you a job. That don't happen unless you're prepared for it. And I think I was prepared for the moment. I was prepared to be the exception. Be somebody's exception. Work to the point where you can be somebody's exception. Put that on a t-shirt, print it. I'm going to get up out of here. Who else commented? I think, hold on. Who we got? Jay Capone, thank you so much, bro. I need to hear that coming from you. It hit home differently. Hey, bro, it's all love, bro. You know what I mean? I'm always looking to chop it up with y'all on here. I don't get paid off reels anymore, so I'm trying to get it out the mud on phone. Yeah, well, listen. I mean, like that's how I go, bro. Listen, I don't get paid on YouTube. It don't get no more out the mud than the time and the commitment. It's all a loss. Everything financially, everything we're doing for the Breeze right now is a loss. Everything, every set, electricity, gas, lights, time, all a loss. But I love it. You know what I mean? I love it. V-Dog said, people think celebrities don't go through stuff like us. Everybody go through trials and tribulations. DeMar DeRozan gave a voice for a ton of people, for real players, coaches, actors, everybody go through issues. I don't know if I'm a celebrity. I guess I'm not a celebrity, right? I'm Pat. Like if you see me in the street, say what up, right? You see the gold glasses, here we go. Tony Stark it. But I'll say this, I'm getting used to whatever level of fame this is. I'm getting used to, you know what the weirdest part, there's been nothing bad about the life that I'm living right now outside of here, right? There's been nothing bad. But it is weird when mugs just walk up to you and they just like, hey, yo, how's the daughter? I'm like, what the? My G, who are you? What's going on here? Oh, man, I saw you had her on your stream the other night. She's getting so big. I remember when she was born. You know what I mean? But that's the environment I built. That's the family we built. I love it. I love it. But it's a little off-putting when you just meet somebody randomly and they don't walk up and be like, yo, fan of the show. Man, you know what I mean? Been watching you for a minute. How's the fam? How's your daughter? Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. Like, there's a way that you go about it. When you just pull up on me and just like, who's your cable provider? Yeah, I mean, that one throws me off a little bit. Yeah, I mean, like, you right here. Yeah, like 2 feet. But no, honestly, I don't complain about nothing. No, I was at the draft. I signed my first ever autograph. I didn't even have an autograph. I feel, but sir, listen, I don't know if you're watching right now. I'm pretty sure I just gave you my signature. I don't have an autograph yet, or I didn't have an autograph when you walked up to me. If you send me something, if you see this, send it to me and I will autograph for real for you and then send it back to you. Or if you see me out and about again. Because I have never, that was the first thing I had ever signed. I should have got a picture with my guy. I should have gotten a picture with my guy. I'd never signed an autograph before. First time. And I was like, I don't know what to sign. I'm pretty sure I signed my real name. No cap. I'm pretty sure I signed my real name. And maybe that's what he wanted. I have no idea. I should have put a number 1 next to it so he knew it was the first one. But you were at the Bears convention. If you find this video, if you see this video, hit me up. I'll sign something for real for you with a real signature. Because I think I just like, here we go. I don't know. And we'll chop it up. I'll buy lunch for you or something. But no, I appreciate you guys tuning in, showing love as always, man. I really do. Thank you guys for supporting. This is episode 3 of the Designer Lounge. We'll be back to weekly content again starting next week. And it probably will be on Fridays because this is more of a time where I can just sit and do this. But y'all let me know what works best. I appreciate y'all, man. Honestly, I love you guys. Y'all stay safe.